Hey, alright, so welcome to Dreadnought Redux 15. So, today's little thing we're gonna do is, well, one, find out where that guy fell from and put him back. Um, yeah, a guy just fell and I don't know where he fell from. Oh, well, I'll find a place to put him. But, other than that, probably put a few more people down and, yep, then I'm going to fill in this shower scene and maybe, just maybe, we'll get to a little bit of painting. Yeah, this will be interspaced with a bit of a vacation and, yeah, finishing the move from my old place, so probably going to be a little longer between this and part 14 when it's released, but you never know, I could find some midnight oil to burn. Alright, enough of that silliness. Let's go ahead and get started. In all honesty, I might as well just level with y'all. It's about 3 in the morning when I'm recording this. I don't know what it is. It's just, I'm a natural night owl. I mean, I try, even if I were to try to go to sleep, like, at midnight or some craziness like that, well, craziness, for me at least, what would probably happen is I'd be awake till like 5 in the morning or something like that. Or yeah, it wouldn't go well. Yeah, I guess the curse of having done so many all-nighters that it just becomes natural to me. But anyways, moving right along. So I'm cutting up these I'm really just cutting up figures at this point of photo etch, and I'm going through a very large part of my stock of photo etched people. So in short time, I'm going to have to acquire some more photo etch. I'm going to need to get myself some more of the, etchants used. I'm going to need to get myself some more of the everything used, really. Yeah, that's just how I'm going to have to do it. So essentially what I'm trying to do here is I try to just put the super glue on directly. Using the little applicator I rigged up really is not working for these guys. It's unfortunate, but that little applicator is a sorely missed tool today. Again, I tried to poke this stuff with the glue, try to get the glue to stick. It's not working. The only thing I could think to try that's not quite like this would again be that little capillary action tool, but I don't think that's going to necessarily do it for me. Maybe it would. Maybe I should have given it a chance for the super glue, but then I'd have the whole problem of it getting gunked up by the super glue, which would just suck. So yeah, but anyway, so here I am putting people now. After putting some people up in the top room, putting them in the workshop area, I got one guy manning one of the milling machines, I got one guy manning a lathe, and one guy at a workbench. And after a bit of hemming and hawing, I guess, also again flexing myself and wriggling myself out just to keep my arm from going tingly on me for whatever reason, I'd say I thought it was a lot heavier than I am. It turns out I'm only 140 pounds or something, a little more. Sorry, 340, not 140. Geez, 140, I'd be like emaciated and dead. Anyway, sorry about that. But yeah, so that's a good piece of news for me. Now having to clean out the old apartment, that's its own bit of pain and suck. So yeah, as you can see, I'm putting people through the showers now. And what I'll probably try with the next set of things I get is I'm going to go the opposite direction that I went previously. I'm going to see if I can't find a nice high tack and high viscosity super glue. The idea being it grabs right onto just anything you touch it with, but it stays really close to itself, so you only get these little globs at the bottom of the feet of your photo etched figure. And then you use that to very gently put on, and then it cures like slow or something. Maybe not even necessarily like super high tack, but high enough, I guess it's called tack is how it grips to stuff before curing. A little more tack would be useful to me, I think. That or, again, some better way to apply the glue. But I'm also putting guys on the benches, and except for one of the showers, which I'll just leave blank because it could happen. Yeah, you would have people in the showers in varying number. So the rest of this clip really is just me folding, gluing, and putting people in place. So yeah. Now after this, I plan obviously I have to paint this and put coal in the coal bunkers and all that. Not really time to do the post-mortem just yet, but overall, I like the results of this set of floors a lot better. Feels like not only did I more than likely put some more time into it, but I also feel like the overall quality of my craftsmanship has gone up, which is going to be very important because to take a joke from you, Joe, yeah, somebody's got to put the schnitzel on the plates. I'm not sure if I'd be able to even do that in 200 scale, although I have plans. I do have some fun plans, which I will try out in that mess hall. The way I figure 1/700th scale will be a heck of a lot harder to do than 1/200th, so I'll be able to sneak in, any detail that I can do here, I should be easily able to do in the 1/200th. Because we're talking like what? Yeah, 3.5 times small for the 1/700th? Yeah, it sounds about right. So a 3.5 of the size, whatever 1 divided by 3.5 is. I guess you could say it's 2/7. That works. Yeah, 2/7 the size. Should have thought that one through. Math fail. Well, no, I figured it out at the end of the day, but still. So yep, as I've been, rambling on, here's some more people in varying positions for the showers. I'm gonna run under the assumption that these didn't have nice things like, curtains and stuff. I think they probably were a bit more, shall we say, communal with these. Plus, I mean, why put nice, frilly, pretty things on the military boat except for the really high up people? Because after all, this is supposed to be a military vessel, not a cruise ship. I remember my joke about the ice-making machinery on the boat that I had found. But, again, it's not a cruise ship, unfortunately. Anyways, looks like we're about to get to the end of this time-lapse section, which is nice. And I've got a bunch of people in here. So, yeah, on to me speaking and moving at normal speed. All right, so bit of a shorter time-lapse section, I guess. Not too short, but you get the idea. But, yeah, as it looks to me, looks like I've got this floor pretty well handled. Got a bunch of guys in this shower, a couple guys in this one, a guy in each of these. Haven't put anybody in here, but that's all right. And then I got some guys in the workshop. So that ought to enable me to go forward with the priming and then start the painting. Hooray. All right. The real question is, at what point am I going to start doing more photo etch? Because, well, these are like the only top-notch figurines I've got left. That might do a room or two. That ain't going to do an entire deck. But that is a longer-term problem. All right. Let's get to the painting. Okay, so just a quick heads up, this audio is not quite going to line up with the video of this. That's because, well, I tried to do this at the same time as, it's playing in front of me so I can keep things kind of lined up. This time because, one, I'm in a hurry because, we go on our little vacation thing in less than 8 hours. And because, again, this thing, the preview takes longer than the actual footage would be, I didn't have much of a choice. So you've seen me from up above this time working on the model. You'll see me a couple of times. I will take some paints, mix them in the airbrush, and then I will spray the model with them. You'll also see me, though, laying down masking tape on the model, the top of it, well, flipping the thing from underneath, cutting the silhouette out and, you know, handling the tip so it'll be easy to grab the next time. And then you'll see me flip it over and use that scalpel to cut out certain sections of where the masking is in order to expose various parts of the decks that I've created. I did this to enable me to quickly create good quality base coating with the airbrush, because if I did this with a brush, it'd just be a goddamn pain. The first coating that I applied, which I thought I got the footage of, but I didn't, was the base coat. Following that, I did get some footage of the first coat, the first, second, and third coats of the the first and the second coats anyway of the whatchamacallit, the lower deck with all the washrooms on it, and then the upper deck I just base coated once. So a couple of things that I found. First, the first coat that I did was that gray primer mix. It's 50/50, the leveling thinner, and the Mr. Surfacer 1000. The next coats that I did was a mixture of black and chrome silver. There's a couple of drops of the black, just enough to really darken that chrome silver, just more, steel than silvery looking color. And then I sprayed where the bunkers were after unmasking them. After that, you saw me take off the mask that I created, put on a new mask, and then cut out the some various areas on the washroom deck that would end up being that, I would think, chromate color, or my attempt at the chromate color this time. And unfortunately, I still got it wrong. All that agonizing, all that hemming and hawing in the middle of the damn store, and oh well. I guess that's a pretty important lesson for big things like this. I'm gonna have to, if I mix my own paint, I'm going to have to mix it in advance and in a scientific manner so I can just repeat it. And that's neither here nor there. So yeah, the general process again was mask. You see me cut up the mask, then brush over it. And after doing the bunkers in that silver color, I did it in that second color, obviously the green color. I did both of the decks with that one, because most of that upper deck is going to be the greenish color. All right, so that was pretty eventful. So this green that I much agonized over and was trying to pick just the perfect one, and I ended up trying to settle on this way darker on this than it is in here. So not sure how to feel about that. Grumble, grumble. You also saw me taking the masking tape, just laying it down in some parts to keep it, going. That way, make it easy to spray it, entire couple of rooms, nice even coat, and still make it kind of easy to work with. Overall, I don't think it came out too bad. Just looking at all the guys. Definitely nice to have some color relief on this to kind of better aim my eyes, and I'm painting now. But yeah, it looks like this will be a good. This deck looks pretty good. This deck looks pretty good. I gotta do these in. I'm gonna do these in white, just because their bathrooms are. No, I'll do them in the blue color. And what I'll probably do is try to I might as well mask that while I'm at it, just to keep going. Yeah, go for it. Why not, right? But yeah, so that's going to be the next thing that I do. Do I have time to do it in this video tonight? Dum 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 dum. What the heck? Why not, right? You only live once, right? Peace out. For now. Okay. So, as I mentioned previously, here's a much closer view of the whole process on just that shower deck. So, this is without the blue for the restroom applied. You see me cutting out very carefully on that masking tape the areas where it goes, being very gentle with that scalpel. Since I know I'm not going to really cut anything or nick anything that I'm going to cry about later, like say with model canopy glass, that's the technique I use here. These two paints are what I end up mixing for my blue. What I do is a couple of drops of that flat blue, which I find to be very dark, into a small amount of the white paint. So I guess you don't see it on the side there, though, is my little jeweler's coping saw rig, that little, block, I guess, for supporting the workpiece. And that's what I use to support this, used to support the airbrush off the camera. Now you see me painting from multiple angles that, the color there. I used 15 PSI for my pressure setting, and the thinner was the Mr. Hobby leveling thinner, just because I do find it gets a little smoother for everything else. And then here's me washing everything out after dumping out the paint in my little, I guess I'm going to call it my little cup of horrors, because that's what I'm also throwing in my blades and doing all my cleaning into. Alright, so this is a really short time-lapsey section, and here is the end of the video. Hope y'all enjoyed. Alright, so these two guys are base coated, and base coated pretty good. So that guy's got a little guy hanging loose. He's going to need to be re-glued, but other than that, looks like, fingers crossed that this is an easy thing to edit and the computer doesn't hate me too much. Fingers crossed, looks like I might actually have another video out nice and quick before I go on my little mini vacation. Yes, I know we will be taking precautions and not being idiots about the whole affair. Not going to super crowded places, all that, but still, that's... Honestly, I don't know how I feel about it. On the one hand, it'd be great for the wife and the kid. On the other, and even though I could pretty well, we know what I do in my free time. But, yeah, I can understand also people needing a change of scenery. Grumble. But, other than that, yeah, so I have painted up these guys for a base coat. And for the next episode or two, it'll be me just painting in all the fine bits, really, which will be nice. Then everything in this section of decks will be nice and painted. I can take a bunch of pictures, show it off to the internet, and then get to the next section. Which, yeah, that'll be its own little thing. Alright, until then, I've been Rich. This has been Dreadnought Part 15. Time for the YouTube dance. Like, share, subscribe, hooray! Yeah, alright, so I hope you all enjoyed that. See you next time, and peace out.